Hello, thank you so much for purchasing with Medium Emary. Today we're going to give you a quick tarot card reading, so your name and info will be confidential. I will only go over what you wanted to talk about and ask the cards. So I know this will be focused on how you feel about a certain person and if this person is, you're meant to be with this person right now. There is a connection, you're saying, and there's a lot of feelings behind it, and you're just wanting to know from Spirit exactly, are you supposed to be experiencing this? So I'm going to just clear out the energy and do a quick little prayer to tune into your name and tune into this person's name too, as you sent me a photo of them. So let's do a quick little prayer. We ask the universe now to reveal to this client in time what she needs to know. We ask that the information that comes through may come through God's higher purpose, God's higher intention. Anything of negative vibration or negative energy is not welcomed in this reading, as we ask to connect to this client and this person as well. And please reveal what she should know in this present time. Again, the information that will come through will only come through God's higher purpose and the white light as I protect and clear out the energy of this space. Thank you. Alright, so it says here, I don't have a question, but I'm confused if you can have more than one, or if this is an introduction to 5D relationships where you experience on all levels. He has not so nice past. He's extremely loving. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be with him in spirit. Is making me drop all 3D programming except 100%, or if he is a catalyst to strip me of any sort of program but not be in union with me. So it's basically you're just wondering if there's a reason why you met him, and if since he's awakened and you are awakened as well, is this either an experience or a lesson you're supposed to go through so you could be more aware and have more awareness spiritually, or are you not supposed to experience this at all? Or if you're just supposed to just go through that and not be in union with him, or are you supposed to be in union with him? Or like you said, are you supposed to drop all like regular things that are only of 3-dimensional, or dealing with people of 3-dimensional only, because it seems like you're wondering if this person, if there's a connection since he's awakened too. So I understand completely. So I have his name and I have his photo, and I'm just going to basically find out what I'm picking up from the relationship itself. I have his name here. I'm looking at his name. I'm looking at his photo. You want to know if this is a lesson, something you're supposed to go through so it could help you spiritually, or are you guys supposed to be in union too? So I think you're wanting to know if there's a twin flames, or if there's a real true connection coming through here spiritually. So I'm going to start shuffling here. I have his name. I'd like to know about... Ooh, cards are flying, so there is some strong energy. Call them jumpers when we're obviously connecting and your guides want to communicate, so they start making the energy a little bit chaotic. Alright, so first card came through. Alright, clear. Alright, here we go. So I think, so it's interesting, your intuition is very strong, and I think you picked up automatically. There's a definite strong connection. I am getting this feeling like it is a good idea, like this feeling you're feeling with him, or this connection, or just like this energy that you're picking up. There's a good idea to it. There's this potential that I'm picking up. There's this potential. Just because somebody went through a very dark past doesn't mean always that they're a bad person. It just means that they went through trauma and they've gone through a lot of hard stuff, so it makes them who they are today. Now, if that person still is dealing with a dark past, but now is still dealing with that darkness, and it's like he's still going through that, then that's where a problem comes in. But if he just went through that and now he's willing to be spiritually awakened and be his full better potential and better version of himself, then there's a good possibility that you can try to give him a chance and see where it goes. But it does seem like it is a good idea. You're obviously just confused in making this decision, and it's saying it is a good idea. There is a feeling, though, that this will probably just be a lesson or an experience. Like, you're supposed to go through this, so like you said there, he could strip you from any sort of programming. So there's a possibility that's what this connection only will be. And that's where the death card comes in. So it's like saying this is a transition. This is like something that's going to transform you with the old, in with the new. But what's interesting here is that the patience card comes in. So it's kind of saying like this will be a process. I don't know how you guys are communicating with each other, but it seems like it'll probably be something where it will progress or it will grow more and more. I do see a possible relationship. I do see a possible, I don't know, dating, or if you guys will see each other, or just as friends or a relationship. But I do see some form of interaction on a different level, like in a level of where you guys will be able to connect and have some form of relationship, even if you're dating. So I do see that relationship possibly happening. The only thing is, I have a feeling it will probably be just something where you're going to go through a lesson and you're just going to experience it. So it could keep you, it could help you expand. It's like, it's part of your expansion. It's part of what you're supposed to be going through. Okay. I'm going to see what he thinks of you. But I do see possible relationship and possible dating with him, if that's not happening now. So I'm gonna see what comes through for him, like what he feels about you. Yeah, I feel like he just has a lot of still struggle with himself. I know you said he had a dark past, so I don't know how he is now, but I am feeling he still struggles with himself now. And so that can probably affect the relationship at some point, if anything. Doesn't mean that he's not loving or he's not a good person. I feel like he is loving. I feel like he is a good person. But I do feel he still struggles with himself, and it will probably affect you at some point, how he deals with himself. So it's kind of like a struggle. There's a frustration I'm picking up from him, or frustration with himself from what happened in the past. Now, I do see that you did send me a message afterwards saying, he said he's never been more sure of anything in his life. He gets annoyed when he feels I am unable to accept 100% 3D level. It doesn't mean that you don't accept him. It means maybe intuitionally you're picking up on something of him. There's something that you feel is wrong, which is completely normal. And if you're feeling like something's wrong, or you're feeling like you're not ready, then don't let him pressure you. Don't let him force you. Go at your own pace. Really get to know him, or have him get to know you, and take your time. And be open with him about this. The most important thing in getting to know someone is communication. So let him know this. You have to say to him, I can't force myself, I can't pressure myself into accepting you completely. I have to see where this goes. I have to see how I feel. There's a weird feeling I'm picking up, just to take my time, or to wait and see. And if you're willing and you're really sure of everything, you would accept that too. You have to say that to him. You would accept that too. I've been fretting. My parents already don't like him. My mom spied on his face when she's judged him, which has caused massive issues. I was married to okay. So that's completely normal. They want the best for you, your parents. They want you to be treated well. They're scared of you getting into another relationship like that again, or possibly getting hurt like that again and just repeating the same old patterns. That's why I'm feeling like you need to take this slow and don't let him pressure you, and you go with the flow and you see how it works out. I know this sounds a little bit funny, but most mothers are very, very intuitional. They pick up intuition very strongly. And by the looks of his photo, I don't feel like he's a bad person. I just feel like he struggles with himself. And there's a feeling that I feel that there's a possibility he can't keep a relationship going. There's something about maybe it'll be too much for him. Maybe it'll be too overwhelming for him. Maybe he can't handle the whole emotional or intensity part of what a real committed relationship is. So that's what I mean by there's something of a struggle that I'm picking up on his end that I feel like he'll have issues with. So you tell your parents, you can tell your parents, I understand how you feel. I understand how all this feels to you, and I completely understand. I am still getting to know him. I'm not marrying him tomorrow. It's a wait and see. I'm still seeing where this goes, but I'm taking it slow. You could say that to them, you know? But you have to say thank you for caring for me and thank you for being protective of me, as that means a lot to me because that shows that you guys care and you want the best for me. Okay, so I'm gonna pull out a couple cards for him to see what I'm picking up on his energy, but I already could tell as I tune into his picture on what I'm feeling here. And there's a feeling of that if it doesn't go his way too, that then it's like he has something where he's a little controlling. So there's going to be probably some form of possessive energy coming from him, where possessive energy where it's like I'm right, or like this, this is how I want to do it. I'm right. This is how I want to do it. This is how I want it to unfold. This is how I want to do it. So be careful with that. That's why I'm saying take it slow. You have to get to know his personality, because I do feel like he struggles with himself and struggles with I feel like I'm picking up a jealousy thing too. So you have to pick up. You have to take it easy, take it slow. I'm just picking up the word possessiveness from him. So, sometimes when you don't heal from another relationship properly, let's say the last relationship you had that was abusive, you can attract people as well that are the same pattern. So because you haven't learned from that last lesson, so the lesson will just repeat itself and you'll keep attracting people like that. So that's another thing you have to be careful of. I don't feel like he is, I feel like he can possibly have a temper or a frustration part to him in himself. So he gets frustrated with himself, okay? All right, so let's see here. And then I'll leave you with that, my dear. I hope I brought enough clarity and guidance. You see, so the last card you got is here. You got to be logical with this, and just your heart could tell you something, but you always have to use logic, common sense, and intuition. I always tell my clients those are the three things you always need to use when dealing with making a decision or seeing where something goes. Always common sense, logic, and intuition. Those are the most important things. All right. So I would say just to go through that and really pay attention to that, as that's very, very important. Okay. And then I got the Justice card, which means this will only work if there's balance. And there's a feeling I have that there probably won't be so much balance on his part because I feel like he struggles with himself still. Okay, hon? So I'm going to leave you with that. I very much hope you enjoyed this mini reading, as it was a pleasure. I'm always here for you. Again, sorry for the confusion of the currency of the payments. Next time, if you want another reading, that will be set and that will be corrected automatically. So I'm always here for you. You could reach out to me, and I send you lots of love to Australia and your family. And God bless and many blessings. Bye now.